Lego.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Two Beers, Two Mics. I'm just kidding. That's not my real voice.
Did you go Michael Buffer there almost?
No, not really. But I was going to say we got our beers. We got our mics. We are about to pretend we know what the hell we're talking about. So if you guys could help us out. Like, subscribe, comment. Keep commenting on TikTok because that's hilarious. Help us out. Tell us what we're doing right. Tell us what we're doing wrong.
The one comment was very funny.
Which one? What's the latest and greatest?
The one comment, we were talking about the Dan Hurley.
Oh, dude. Come on, guys.
His brother, quote unquote brother, trying to call a timeout.
It doesn't matter.
And you showed a clip. And the one guy goes, dude, that's not his brother. That's assistant coach, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm supposed to know who the assistant coach for UConn is. And he goes, do your research. Like, you got to know that going into this. I'm like, dude, that is what the comment section is for. That's not my job.
That's not my job to do that.
That's
you tell them.
That's the passive-aggressive assholes in the comments to tell me what I got wrong. I'm not looking it up.
I wasn't either. It's like the fact that we saw it and we clipped it. I mean, come on, give us some
for goodness
credit.
sakes. I thought it was a very good, well put together clip. I think it showed exactly what I was talking about. I
caught it. It took me a second, but I found it. I was like, oh, they have that. It does have it.
I really don't care who it was that did it.
I don't either.
I just think
they don't know. They don't put it on CBS or TBS. Like, oh, this is the assistant coach. They don't put that out there. They say head coach, and you already know who Hurley is because he's all over the place. He's a maniac.
I'm not looking up who the assistant coach is for UConn.
Oh, I don't someone was like, that's his mom. That's not his or like, that's his wife. or like somebody said it was wrong. We're like, okay, whatever,
not
dude.
all bald guys are brothers or something.
Yeah, somebody said, that one guy response to yours was, that's blah, assistant coach. I said, nobody asked you.
I'm like, thanks.
I just said, thanks. Nobody asked you.
Good. That's what the comment section's for.
Cool. Hey, cheers, homie.
Cheers.
We're back.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Congratulations to the Michigan Wolverines.
Yay, again. What do you know?
And being from Ohio,
you hate
a lot of people. I really don't. I don't hate anything about Michigan.
No?
I really don't. I didn't go to
Ohio State. I know you don't go there.
A couple of my really good buddies went to. A lot of friends I know went to Ohio State. My sister lives in Columbus. I should be diehard Ohio State.
You'd think.
I'm just not.
I
think their fans are insufferable. I'll root for Ohio State when they're in big games and stuff. I'll root for them, but it doesn't alter my mood. And I don't root against Michigan. So my wife's family's from Michigan. So I really thought UConn kind of had that team of destiny feel to them. The way we
played
talked
it close
about
for a little bit.
And we'll get into why I didn't post any bets for the championship game, but I had I knew Michigan was going to win this game. I didn't think it was going to be all that close. I thought it was going to be double digits, but Michigan just couldn't. It was just kind of an ugly game. It was a very ugly, gross game. Lots of turnovers. No one really could get going from three on both sides. Braylon Mullins had a couple big threes. But they call it stadium. What do they call it? Stadium shooting or whatever. The depth perception is always off a little bit for the Final Four.
Oh, always.
But I felt Michigan just played like a pack of dogs, man. The
whole way through.
Full court sprint, getting to the rim for a layup. It rolls off. There's three people crashing. It was just
that whole. What was it? Saturday? Just the in the Final Four, the game against Arizona. I was like, it was close for a half a second, and then it was just Michigan just took over. Whatever they wanted to do, they just did it.
People were high on Arizona.
And they went crazy.
Myself included.
Sure. I was.
Yep.
I was not the only one.
Guilty. And it's not even like we were wrong. It's just I think Arizona's as good as we think they are. I think we underestimated Michigan. I think Arizona did not play their best game, but I think a lot of that was caused by Michigan.
But they couldn't catch up at all. They'd make a run, and then it would be like, oh, they're within 9. You're like, okay, they got it. They get it close. Of course, commercial timeout. You're like, come on.
And that was the big difference in the UConn game, to where UConn, Michigan would start to pull away. They'd get it to 9, 10, and then they'd make a run to cut it to 5, and then to where in Arizona, they were down 15 or 20 to cut it to 10.
Yeah.
It just never felt like that game was ever in reach for
no,
Arizona.
not at all, right? It was one. I think the closest it got was 1-3 or something. I was like, oh, and then it was just gone after that. They just kept scoring and scoring and scoring. That rebound, they kept getting every board. And like you said, they're coming. Michigan was back before they could even try to run their offense.
Yeah, no, they were the bigger, faster, stronger, better team like Arizona, and I thought that might plague Arizona. to where they just have so many athletes. I don't want to call them athletes, but they have a lot of
It's
guys.
basketball. They're all athletes.
You can
right?
see there just wasn't as good of a team as Michigan, as UConn. Like they
you can
have a
tell
mold and an identity.
Yeah.
Arizona to me just never really.
They lean on Coapete a little bit.
They got
a little
exposed.
Too much.
Coapete, yeah.
A little too much.
And their point guard was really, really good, and he was still a dog in that game. But Michigan's defense, their team defense,
Defense is great. Even the guy who went out was the guy who went out early with 2 fouls, and then he got hurt.
Yeah. He hurt his knee and his ankle, and then he tried to come back.
He
in the
got
championship
slapped in the
game.
arm, and he went out, and I was like, "Where's this guy at?"
I forget his.
You know what I'm talking about, right? The play where
I absolutely know the name.
I'm
we're
sitting there
talking
going,
about.
"Are we gonna have a Paul Pierce moment here?" Which they didn't need it anyway. You know what I mean? Because they were beating the crap out of him.
Yeah, no, and he came back and played against UConn. He just wasn't himself, but he didn't need to be because again, that game against UConn,
not at all.
the championship game, yeah, it was like competitive, but it never. I feel like no one really thought UConn had a chance. Watching the game, like it was close, and they were hanging around, and they did what UConn does. They hang around, and then they kind of get going. That last 5 minutes of the game, they start hitting shots and getting stops.
Dude.
And, there was a point in the game where I want to say there was like 3 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah.
And somehow, some way, I looked up at the last second, but they were down by 4 with. I forget exactly what the score was, but it was like when they were starting to make their run,
You're like,
and the ball got
go.
loose down going towards their basket, and UConn chased it down, tried to lay it up and in, and they were just too far into the backboard, missed the layup, goes the other way, and within the next 5 seconds, Michigan hits a 3 to now it was a 5-point swing that
Just
bounced
like
them
that.
up to like 7, and then Caravan had a chance with 30 seconds to go. Had the chance to cut it to 1 point. He had a good look from 3, and it bounced out. And after that, they hit free throws, and they were down by 6 at that point with 20 seconds to go. So, congrats to Michigan.
Yay! Shout out Lee.
I think they won.
Lee won $700.
Lee Houston, did he? Good for him.
Those $50 bets, whatever. He sent it to me. He's
Heck
Michigan
yeah.
everything. So
Oh, yeah.
Lee was like, saying, "Hey, check this out, check this out." I'm like, "Dude, okay, I got it." Yeah.
No, so our buddy Drew, Jason, we went to the same high school back in Ohio. He runs a Sweet 16 pool every year, and
cool.
At the start of the Sweet 16, you throw in $10, you Venmo him $10, you randomly get assigned a Sweet 16.
Oh yeah, you told me. Oh, that's right.
And I got Michigan, so I'm like, and at the time, which is crazy, I was very high on Houston at the time, and I said, "Hey, are we able to
You're
do
high on a lot of different Houstons?"
Well, I said, "Can I do a trade if it's a consensual trade? Can we do that?"
You said
and he says, "No trades." And I would have traded Michigan for Houston if we could have. So good thing it didn't go through.
He saved you. You owe him money now.
I do. So what and I'll get to that, but I went to put my bets in, and all I did was hedge UConn.
Yeah.
And so I had $160 if Michigan won after putting only $10 in. So I threw, I want to say, 2 different boosts. I put a $20 bet on UConn money line, and then a separate $10 bet that had 50% profit boost on each of them, whatever.
Yeah.
So if UConn would have won, they were plus 240. So that $30 boosted to call it 350. I would have won like $120 if UConn won, and I won the 160 if Michigan won. So I didn't feel comfortable putting bets out there for people like, "Hey, this is what you do." Meanwhile, it's not what I would have done. I was just protecting, my guaranteed money either way. just the guaranteed money. And I've been doing really well in baseball. I'm probably up, I want to say I'm up over 400 in the past, like in the first week of baseball, since baseball started. So, keep an eye out for those. Those pictures.
I've been
coming.
reposting what I can when I remember.
Yeah.
If I turn on my notifications, dude, on my phone, it'll never stop going off though. Never. So I'm always like, I get them a few hours later. I'm like, "I'm sorry, they're out there."
Yeah, no, it's tough to get. I mean, there's so many platforms and stuff too. It's tough,
Dude.
to get to,
Yeah, there's
get
a
to them all.
lot. Like all you commenters, like if you wait like 2 hours on TikTok and you're like, I can't answer everybody's stuff, but some of them are fucking hilarious.
They are. Some of the comments are very, very funny. They make me laugh.
What's up?
What else? What else?
You know what? NCAA wasn't. I don't know. It was all right. This year I didn't follow it like I used to.
March Madness?
Yeah, I just didn't.
Oh no. Gosh, I watched almost everything. I mean, the betting thing you have to.
I had to watch highlights of the championship game. I didn't watch it yesterday.
Oh my gosh,
I didn't.
No way.
I was like,
man, yeah, I didn't miss a play. Everything.
To me, I'm like,
every game. I have money almost on every game, so it's like I watch everything.
We were gonna watch it here if we did. I was like,
we were looking to do the live stream.
But then I was there going, whatever. It's okay. To me, it's like, There's no big superstars where I'm like, yes, this is the guys I gotta watch. The Cool P guy's cool. He's great. There's some other guys from Michigan that were good, but I'm not like, oh, I gotta see this guy. Maybe that hype's gone, or maybe it's just other parts of life are happening.
What I will say is there was no. I mean, obviously the Braden Mullins final. What was that? The Elite Eight shot, or was that the Final Four?
To go to the Final Four.
Go to the Final Four shot.
Yeah.
That was the play of the tournament, and I don't think it was all that close. I think this year did lack a lot of those kind of special moments,
right?
Those big performances.
There was good athlete, good players. Just not like I was like, nothing was jumping off the screen. I'm like, I got to see this guy play.
No. I think the Braden Mullins play that game. And usually that was the story of the tournament.
We get a few of those. This year we didn't get so much.
No major upsets, really.
Not really.
I mean, the one seeds all went pretty deep. I know Florida kind of got bounced early. Very. I think still very memorable, but not as flashy as tournaments past. I don't think.
Oh well. But whatever.
Hey, it's still favorite time of year. I mean, really. NBA playoffs, March Madness, Masters, baseball starting.
NHL playoffs are coming too.
Oh, are they? I didn't know hockey was going on. Oh, hockey going on?
Hockey's madness, dude. It is bananas. I don't watch enough of it to be talking about it, but it is. When I do watch it, I'm like, why am I not watching more of this? And even then, when you watch it on TV, it doesn't do it justice what you watch in real life. Because when you go to a game, it's insanity.
I lived in Pittsburgh for 3 years.
Yeah,
the Pens are
the biggest thing there, right? Other than fucking the Steelers. But the other thing too is like, anytime I watch a hockey game, I don't care who I'm watching. I'm like, this is amazing. I watched the game just randomly, and it was like goal after goal after goal. Like team was up by 3, and then all of a sudden they tied it with like 4 minutes left. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Then they went in overtime. Then they went into a shootout, and my son and I were standing up watching this. I'm like, this is madness. This is great. Why am I not watching more of this?
I just
never see it. I just like I don't go out of my way to watch it
all the way through. I can watch it. I gotta have something on it. I gotta have over on goals or under on goals.
Everybody does that. I think it's one of those things where yes,
you gotta have money on it. But it is in real life. It is much different.
Oh, totally. If you've never been,
it's cool.
Speaking of your betting, you have been posting a lot with baseball. You're doing well in baseball. Mm-hmm. I would say you're up for the year, at least from what I've seen.
Yeah, I had a home run parlay. Oh yeah, I forget who the first two were. It was who were the first two guys? It was Carpenter, Vlad Guerrero.
Oh,
I can post it right here. Carpenter, Vlad Guerrero.
Don't forget to send it to me.
And Teoscar Hernandez. $5 bet would have won. I want to say it would have won like $1,200. And I'm sitting there watching. Carpenter gets one for the Tigers. Vlad Guerrero gets one for the Jays. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just need Teoscar Hernandez. He doesn't have one this year. They've played 7 games, 8 games, whatever it is. Like, he's due. And they sat him. And I'm like, son of a gun.
So you just didn't get it. So it didn't count.
So I won the $150 for the first two guys because they reached like 4-1, whatever.
Dude, still
Teoscar Hernandez,
$5.
He comes back-to-back games after he had home runs.
Was he part of the one where the Dodgers, the first 4 batters, hit a home run?
Could have been.
Was that one?
Could have been.
Was it over the weekend?
I know Shohei had one too, and maybe Mookie did too.
I don't know if
that's the game.
I don't remember their lineup.
But I'm just like, dude, the guy freaking sat and then comes back-to-back games, he homers. I'm like, but it's okay. Yeah, I got paid on the other 2, but those things are lottery shots. I normally don't. You know what I like doing actually though is I find those games that are outdoors in the cold super early.
Yeah.
And I bet them to not have a home run in the game.
Oh, really?
Because when it's cold weather like that,
that's a tip.
Take a look at especially these games right now in Cleveland and Chicago, and where was the other one that was super cold?
Because it is it's April. Boston. It's early April.
It's 35 degrees. I mean, they're playing at 7:00 at night. It's 32 degrees outside. It could be windy and drizzly, whatever. Like, these guys aren't hitting homers. The ball's not carrying, jumping off the bat.
You guys need to write this down.
So I will pick 2 of those games, parlay them. You can usually get them at like 4-1.
Damn.
Parlay them both together for,
that's incredible 15, actually to think about that.
Yeah, 20-1 you can usually get them for, or even better. So
you're looking at weather patterns.
Yeah, all that stuff, man. Hey, ChatGPT, what are the coldest start times for the games today?
Another chat. That's what we do. Mm-hmm. Where are you going, lady? My Mariners suck, y'all. They just suck.
From the top rope.
So she's coming to rub it in.
Guess who won?
Just like that. Mariners have lost another series. Just
Rangers
like that.
look good this year. Rangers have had a couple good,
I don't
good
care.
performances.
I don't care about the Rangers. No, they're all right.
Blue Jays
We
look
went
awful.
to a baseball
Dodgers
game
look
over
really
the
good.
weekend. We went back to Ocean Beach. That was fun.
You go to the Padres game?
No, we went to. I sent you it. I went to the Anaheim Angels game.
That's right, the Angels
California
game.
Angels game.
Yeah.
Or the LA Angels. Whoever they are.
LA Angels.
I'll tell you what. That was awesome. Mariners made it interesting. They can't hang on to a lead. Their defense is terrible. I know it's early. I don't care. Cal Raleigh just hit his first home run.
Had one, got robbed the other day. Same guy had 3 home runs.
Joe Addel
saves in the game.
hold on. Okay, so this is where I was going with this. So, yes,
Sorry.
we went to Ocean Beach. You're good. We went to Ocean Beach. We watched Mariners and Angels on Sunday. It was great because why not, right? We're not that far away. It's 40 minutes away. It was an hour and a half away, right, from Ocean
Traffic.
Beach. It wasn't even that bad. Really wasn't that bad. We got up there. I stopped like maybe twice, but it was awesome. The stadium is great. It really is. I couldn't actually believe how nice it was. I was like,
like the rocks and
It's
the
an
cliffs
older
in the
one.
backyard. Or
dude, yeah, they have the rock
in the end
waterfall.
zone.
If you've never seen it,
In
it's
the outfield.
so awesome. That's why I thought I sent you the video, right?
You did.
Yeah, it was just awesome. It was great. It was clean. It was. They had great displays. You get to see Mike Trout. I know Shohei's not there anymore, but like you had to see everybody. It was awesome. It was really cool. They have all the legends on all the walls. It's really cool. They've done a good job and they kept it very, very
Who'd
clean.
they play?
Mariners. Angels, Mariners.
No way. That's awesome.
Am I listening?
Sorry,
Am I
no, but I
talking
thought I would have still went like. I'm just thinking like.
Is this thing on?
Sorry, I thought it was just an Angels game that you went to. I didn't realize they were playing
No.
the Bears.
We wouldn't have gone just to that. Like we might as well stay and go to Petco or whatever they call it now, Padres. But my kid's got a picture of this giant mural of Fernando Tatis in Ocean Beach.
Really?
Yeah, I'll put it up. It's funny.
Tatis senior or junior?
Yeah, junior. Just sitting there. Is there a senior? Did he play ball? I don't know.
I think he was with the Cardinals.
Oh.
The year McGuire was going nuts. He's famous for hitting the 2 grand slams in one inning.
Ooh, fantastic.
I
did
he's
not
the
know
only
that.
person that ever did that. Maybe it happened. It got brought up a few years ago. I'm wondering if someone else did it. But
yeah,
that's fun though.
We went there. It was great. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was a blast. The fans were decent. The game was good. They went into the 11th. We didn't stay for the 11th. We left just after the 8th. I was like, we got a ways to go.
Are you guys in the same division?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Cole Young was killing it. He had a 3-run shot. So going back to that whole thing, that Saturday night game, right? The Joe Addel. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. He got a couple of robbed home runs, but the one that he flew over the fence line in the corner, he flew over it with the ball. I don't care if he caught it, but you're over the line now. Now you're on the other side of the wall. That's got to count. I'll die on this hill. You can't tell me the ball's back. I don't care who's holding on to it. If you're not holding on to it, why would that count? Just because your body has it, you have it.
I think as long as you as long as you jump from the field to play, probably, right? I don't know what the rule is, but I don't think
that's horseshit.
I mean, I don't know.
JP stood there and he's like, "What the?" And everyone's like, "He flew over it." Like even players were like, "I know the rules, right?" But you're sitting there like, "How is that a rule?" When he literally went on the other side, stood, and then rolled back over. You're like. It's not like he jumped off the wall and stayed in.
The ball. He caught the ball with a foot on the ground, didn't he? Like he
jumped off of it. He didn't. His feet were off the ground, and he rolls backwards. He's completely on the other side of the wall in the stands. He stands up and steps over that little wall. I'm like, well, you're on the other side of the wall now, feet down. What are we talking about?
You're sounding like a big hater right now.
I am.
You sound like someone who's very salty. I think
that's crazy.
I think a Jeter running and catching the ball and falling into the stands and hitting his face on the seats. You got
where was that? Where was that at though?
Play.
Was that in the outfield? No, because he's a third baseman.
Well, what's the difference? If it's fair, foul, or home run or not, what's the difference? It's all in the field.
If it's foul. That's not the same.
It's the rules.
Points.
No, but it's the same thing if it's a pass is caught out of bounds or out of the back of the end zone. Or like over the goal line. Like I don't know. I just think
it's like the whole football thing like this, where here's the end zone and there's the little white paint. They go like this. You go.
There's guys who climbed on the wall, hung on the wall, and made the catch while they were hanging on the wall. Like I feel like that.
But their feet aren't on the ground on the other side of the wall.
Right. But the guy didn't jump over the fence, stand there, and catch the ball. Like he
might as well have.
That's a very. Where's the comments? We need a comment section.
Oh, they'll light me up. I don't care. Send it. Somebody will agree with me. Somebody.
So you're saying. So what do you think the rule should be?
I think if you actually go over, we're just going to count the wall, any past home run mark, where every park is different, right? So past the home run mark, right, on the other side of the wall, if you put your feet down, even if you caught it on the other side, like if you busted through it somehow or whatever, and you rolled over, your feet touch the ground, the ball clearly went over now. Like it's clearly over. You put it there yourself. Why wouldn't that count? You know what I'm saying?
I just,
and it's not the same as a ground rule double where a ball bounces and then goes out. You know what I mean?
I just can't comprehend that would be the rule. Like it just
it's
wouldn't
not
make
the
any
rule. But I'm just saying, like, why isn't it a rule?
It just wouldn't make any sense. Like I don't think he did anything that like gave him an advantage to make the catch. Like if he would have like jumped over the wall and made the catch a row deep, I think that would be different rather than if he jumped and made a play. And I understand it was against your team.
Well, what do you count with where the ball's at then?
You
just because it's in his glove no matter what?
Yeah, he made the catch. I think I think he would have to establish feet on the other side of the wall.
He did
prior to catching.
Oh, you're saying prior
to catching.
I think you're mixing up sports. Because you can't do that. He's an outfielder.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like as long as that's
like a football thing. If you can't come back in unless the ball's touched by basketball,
he can't be over the fence, standing in the home run territory and catch the.
No, I'm not saying he did that, but I'm like he's off the ground when he catches the ball and he rolls on the other side and stands up and then walks over and I'm like,
that's fair.
The ball went over the line now. Like it's way over, right? You count it like that. I don't care if you caught it midair. Like you rolled over and you put your feet on the ground on the other side. Now you come back over.
So you think the minute the ball crosses the yellow line, it should be...
listen to this part. So this is the only thing
I think soccer or hockey...
Because it doesn't happen at all. It doesn't happen. Nobody catches the ball on the other side and then rolls over and then steps in the stands and then comes back over with the ball. Nobody does that. So my point is, why, when that anomaly happens, because this is an anomaly. It doesn't... I mean, it's happened. Don't get me wrong. But in those corners, I know those shorter fields in those corners, those stands are right. They're like no higher than this.
Boston's the one that comes to mind. That's like that.
The New York Yankees Stadium is like that too, where the low row on that far corner.
Is it short like that?
I could be making that up, but it just sounds right for this argument. So when we go through there and those guys fly over and then they put their feet on the ground with the ball in their hands, it's like, well, but you're on the other side of the wall now though. Body completely and your feet on the ground. Now, if you were to hang on it like this and you're hanging on it like this. They're like, I got it. And you didn't, maybe you had a foot on this side. Because it's the point of it being where it doesn't happen, the ball's on the other side of the wall. It doesn't matter who has it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a small thing that happens.
I hear what you're saying. I couldn't disagree more.
Okay. Good. That's why we have this podcast.
No, but hockey, I like it. Hockey, soccer, it doesn't matter where the guy's feet are. If the ball crosses that line, it's a goal. So I don't know.
But in football, it's not like that. Because if you hit the pylon, even though it's connected to the white line with the ball, and it goes, now defender hits it on the bounds when it's loose out of somebody's hands, all those silly rules. Because that rule people want to get rid of too.
Of which one?
The one where the pylon, like if you're the defender, if the offense loses the ball, defender hits the ball, or it gets fumbled,
really?
and then remember it hits the pylon or whatever, then it's an automatic touchback. Yeah. Defense ball, just like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, fuck that rule.
Protect the ball. Yeah, I don't.
Because if you're an offensive player and you touch, and even though you fumbled it, but if you possess the ball and you reach for it,
it's crazy.
It's a touchdown.
You can't fumble the ball forward.
Isn't that weird?
So you feel like
but if it touches the pylon automatically, though, it's automatically defense ball, just like that.
If the guy loses possession of it,
that's what I'm saying. But isn't that it's kind of strange, right?
But then if you fumble the ball, you can't fumble it forward. So technically, it should be dead where he lost.
But if it hits that little orange tick,
right? Yeah, so that counts fumbling forward, and
then
that weird? Goes to the defense. But yeah, either way, I'm fine with that rule being what the rule is. I
don't care what you're fine with. I want it the other way around.
Yeah, it's totally fair. What else we got? Let's get. What should we?
I don't know. I'm stuck on this stupid 3. He did the defense was good. Mariners just they suck right now. I say they suck. This is exactly where
their bats got to get going. Rosarena's got going.
This is exactly where they were last year.
Julio's got it. Yeah, your bats are just in the shitter right now. What do we got?
We're going to talk playing tournament. We're going to talk about Max Scherzer. That was last year's tournament, though, or last year's playoffs.
Gosh, that was a while ago now. Wait, no, that was. I think it was just now. The clip I sent you. Were you screaming at the coach coming
I thought that was during the playoffs, and he was like, "I'm not leaving."
No, that was no. It was the clip I sent. Ultimately, I think it was late in the game. He just makes a good
The John
play.
Boy put it out there.
Yeah, he makes a good play. Whatever. Coach comes out.
Yep.
To almost act like he was going to come take him out.
Well,
of
why
the
are
game.
you out there?
I think almost they were just like he just wanted to like talk to him and just make sure he's okay and like make sure he wants to go forward.
Max
and
Scherzer
usually,
with his 2 different colored eyes staring at you.
Isn't that wild?
All fucking intense.
I feel like I know a couple of dogs that are like that.
Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of that manager, but I know he's probably like, what am I doing right now?
I love that manager got tossed the other day too for a crazy tirade. But
Dude,
he has
this
like
whole ABS
the dip
thing
in his
is
mouth and he's
crazy.
spitting in it. I think it was on a balk call. And
dude.
the Blue Jays have looked like shit this year.
And I know I
they
picked
just got
Vladdy to be
swept
the
by the Dodgers, I
MVP.
think. And like he just had a bad balk call go against him, and he just decides like, hey, enough is enough. I'm gonna go take it out, and he's right. And he's a big dude too.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's very even keel. He's very subdued. But he's just got the dip in his mouth, and he's screaming.
He looks like
and
Drew.
spitting
If
on
Drew
the
put his
guy.
hat down lower, he'd look like Drew.
And so
You know what I'm talking about, Riley Green, right? Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at your stupid
Like a
face. And here's
doppelganger for Riley Green. I get pictures from my sister-in-law and her husband. Hi, Danny, and it's
No, I
picture of
saw,
Riley
that's why I
Green on
said
the
it.
jumbotron.
But now that I see it, now I can't unsee it. Now I look like I'm talking to Riley Green. Riley Green, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Can you sign a
man.
rookie card? Oh, you getting old?
Man, just nerve
Kinda wanna
pain
hear
in
it.
my back.
I don't want to hear it. I got MRI in 2 weeks, dude, from my shoulder.
But no, just to put a bow on the Max Scherzer thing. So he ends
where
up
were you going with
so
this?
the pitcher or the coach comes out, talk to him. Hey, like, are you good? He goes, yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm good.
Let's go.
So he goes back, gets in, and what's funny is the shortstop. I want to say it was either Clement or whoever the shortstop
Bo
was. No, Bo Bichette's on the.
Blue Jays.
No, he's on the Mets now.
What?
Yeah,
How did I miss that?
I don't know. But
How did I
I'm
miss
pretty sure he's on the
Boba
Mets
Fett
now.
being on the- What? Hold on. Dude.
No, so he gets that. While you looked
I
that up,
felt like that would have been way bigger news for me, and I followed where a lot of guys went this year. I thought I did. Whatever.
I've followed
Okay, keep going.
every
Talk to the
baseball game
audience.
of every day this year.
Oh my god.
No, so he gets into the dugout and he goes to put his shit down, and there must have been like an assistant coach.
Motherfucker, he was on the Mets. When did that even happen? Oh my god.
It was like late winter.
Not winter. He was because he was on the. He didn't play in the playoffs against the Mariners
No,
because
it was
he was hurt.
it was like 3 months ago.
Jesus. Anyway, so let's go Blue Jays for the sake of argument. Well, who's their shortstop now? We're gonna find out.
Jimenez,
Andres Jimenez. That's how you say this.
and
It is. And Ernie Clemente. Ernie Clement.
Yep.
Whatever. No wonder people are picking the Mets to do well because Polanco went there, and then they traded Luis Angel. See, I know Luis Acuna Angel Jr., whatever his fucking name is, the young kid, went to the White Sox. They brought Luis Roberts over here. I bet you didn't know that shit. And then now they have Bichette, Juan Soto, Jorge Polanco,
Soto's out
and
now,
Luis
though.
Roberts. And that's why everyone's picking the Mets, right? Because those are some decent bats. Decent bats. Not
They
great
lost.
bats.
They lost Pete Alonso too, though.
But Pete Alonso went to the Orioles. Mm-hmm. Did you know that?
Yeah.
See, I knew some shit.
He popped out to third with the bases loaded today.
Oh,
They
yeah,
lost.
that-
So
Shocking. So does Cal Raleigh.
That kid, they lost. They left 31
Or
runners on
strikeout.
base today. Between the White Sox and the Orioles, they left 21 runners on base. The over/under our line on that game was 6.5.
Oh, my
They
God.
finished 4-2. And if that would have hit, back to the whole reason I said with Drew for putting that Sweet 16 thing together, I said, hey, I put this $10 bet on for you, me and him.
Yeah.
If it wins 120. I'll send you $60. Guardians won, Cubs won. The last leg was I needed over 6.5 runs in that Orioles White Sox game, and they left 21 runners on base.
Terrible.
Lost by half a run. So
Sounds like
sorry,
the Mariners
Drew.
every game.
But I tried. That's how I tried to get him back. For organizing that. So, but yeah,
Damn it.
baseball. I freaking love baseball, man. MLB
It's great.
tickets, $39.99
You know what's
a
funny?
month.
Yeah, you have this. Go back 3 years ago. I'll go back to the group chat. You hated baseball.
Hated baseball. Absolutely,
You couldn't
miserable.
stand it.
Nope, hated it.
We'd be talking about it.
Absolutely
You'd be
hate
like,
baseball.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Leave me out of this.
As you get older, you like peace in your life, and baseball is very peaceful. It's a peaceful
Somewhat, right?
game to watch. I love it. I absolutely love baseball now.
I like baseball. I like baseball because my kids got me into it. I wasn't like you, like fucking want to poke people's eyes out, but it was more of a like the kids are really into it. I'm like, I might as well start getting into it, and they, now we watch it. That's all we do.
Every boy growing up loves playing baseball,
right?
Like even if you weren't like travel ball, like rec league guy, like kids, like just the dressing up, the bat bags, the eye black, the high socks, Gatorade, like all that stuff, man. I can't wait for my son.
Boys are loving baseball right now. They like their teams. I don't know if they like. Well, Cal loves baseball with his coach. His coach is great. Cameron's coach, not bad. Cameron's like, he wants to play travel ball. He wants to do all this kind of stuff, but it's like, you're on middle school basketball, dude. Can't do both. We got to figure something out here. Plus, travel ball's a scam. Sorry.
I think it's all a scam.
No, it is.
Should we do happy hour?
Let's do happy hour. Let's re-up. Or yeah, maybe? Okay. I literally looks at his hand like, what? Anyway.
No, my happy hour, we just talked about, as you get older, you like peace in your life.
Pieces of food in your mouth.
It's Masters Week.
Is it right now?
It's Masters Week. Yep. First,
hello, friends.
Jim Nance. It is starts off this Thursday from Augusta National. Defending champion Rory McIlroy will.
Remember his walkout last year after he won?
Yeah.
How emotional he was. How wild that was.
Rory's such a douche.
You don't like him?
I hate Rory McIlroy.
Why?
He's a douchebag. Like he just
aren't they all?
So no, they're not, because a lot of those guys are like, some of them have been on like Bob Does Sports and stuff, and you get to ride along with them.
That are resistant to the PGA stuff. They're like, like the attorney thing you were showing me the other day. Like those other players that are out, they're like, we get suspended. Sorry, guess what we're gonna do? Start our own shit.
Yeah, and
that's badass. That's gonna be Revolution. Cool, I like it.
Yeah. What are the what are their names?
I don't remember their names. Doesn't matter. They're still awesome.
Brothers. I cannot. Oh my god, I can't believe I can't remember their name. It'll come to me. But no.
Tomorrow when we're not thinking about it.
Rory, just the whole Ryder Cup and Rory just getting pissed off at the fans.
Because he's from. Was he from England?
He's from Ireland.
Ireland. Oh, he's Irish. That's right. Whatever.
Yeah.
Europe. Whatever.
And he. So he completed the career Grand Slam last year. He finally got the Masters, and what I will say is he's got some. I mean, the fact that Scotty Scheffler is the favorite. I want to say he's like 5-1.
Oh, damn.
To win it. Number 2 is John Rahm, which he won it back in 2023, I believe. I think he beat Brooks Koepka by 4 strokes that year. He's second. DeChambeau, I think, is like 11-1 somewhere in there, and then Rory, I think, is 15-1. So
it's hard to go back to back.
It's hard to go back to back, but he's always around. I feel like he's always in contention, or at least for a top 10. So what I'm going to end up doing
Lots of money.
is
Jesus.
I'm going to put probably like a 3-leg parlay to make the top 10, and it's going to be Aberg, McIlroy, and I don't know if I'm going to go Cam Young. I don't know if I'll go like someone like Scheffler. I don't know. I'm going to probably do a couple different bets, but I just love someone else. 30-1 is Justin Rose, and Justin Rose has been playing really well. I feel like he's always just in the mix of things, but there is nothing better.
What about Vijay Singh? Is he still around?
He's actually not playing in this one. And I always look, because he's always, you look at like the furthest odds
what
each
about
time.
Phil Mickelson?
He's not in it either. I think this is the first time him and Tiger aren't in it.
We know why
for the
Tiger's
first
not
time in
playing.
like 30 years or something. I shouldn't say 30 years, but it was a long time.
I gotta stop watching AI Tiger stuff. It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, and I feel bad. The one I thought was very funny is they put him like in the ET basket, like in the bike. Elliot's riding the bike, and they got Tiger in the front, like with the white blanket over him, and his so face bad. Like this. He looks like ET.
Oh yeah.
But no, there's nothing better on like a Saturday afternoon or the Sunday afternoon watching the Masters. Like I watch it outside at the Booga Shack.
Hell yeah.
Like it is so relaxing, especially if you have some money on it and you got a guy who's in contention late. That is my happy hour, but also the menu came out for what Rory McIlroy does. So not only do you, if you win the Masters, not only do you get a lifetime invite to come back. That's why the Masters kind of has these weird guys in there like Danny Willett and
awesome
Singh,
deals.
If Mike Weir, if you win the Masters, you get a lifetime.
You get to come play anytime you want
every year. And so
don't you get an automatic in?
Yeah, you get an automatic invite every year to come back and play for forever. And so, but also, the following year, you get to pick the menu for the dinner for all the players. And so Rory McIlroy's dinner came out in his
So
menu. Hideki Matsuyama's was funny. Being like the Japanese guy, he had all like these Japanese like
As
Wagyu
well he
beef and
should.
stuff. Yeah. So we're gonna go through what the menu is, kind of dissect it a little bit, and then give our rendition on what we would do.
Okay, so here we
for
go.
a Masters menu here. So it starts off with a couple appetizers. I think you get
This'll be
a
good.
choice of 4 appetizers.
There's
I think
4 appetizers. We have
So
a
what does
peach
he
and
have?
ricotta flatbread with balsamic hot honey and basil. I make this at my house. It's that good. Anyway, I really do. It's really good.
What was the first part?
Peach and ricotta flatbread.
Oh, peach and ricotta flatbread.
Yeah, buddy.
Interesting. Okay,
It's very good.
I hate ricotta.
No,
cheese,
you put the
but
balsamic on there, salt, and then you get the honey on there, and sweet, right?
I like that a lot.
And you already have that little
That sounds
sweet
good.
and savory kind of mix. And that basil is just that little weird bitter part at the end. You go, what? But you still enjoy it.
Give me some like bacon bits with like blue
You're
cheese.
getting into the
instead.
bacon
Okay,
right now,
go
though.
ahead,
Right here
go
we
ahead.
have bacon
Let's do
wrapped
it.
dates with goat cheese. You ever had that?
No.
It's actually really good. You
I
get a date
cannot
stuff with
say.
goat cheese in there, and then you put the bacon on it. More sweet and savory.
Are you
This is
a
what this
foodie
guy likes.
Like I don't know if I've ever had a date, and I don't know if I've ever definitely haven't had a.
You've had to have a date.
I don't know if I could pick a date out of like a lineup of what.
All right.
Is it like it's like a big seed, isn't it? Like
So
a
it looks
pecan
like that, but
kinda?
it's like a fruit, though. It's just like a little seedish fruit.
Yeah,
It's brown.
it's like a nut.
Looks like it, but no, it's soft.
It's a fruit, or is it a
It's
nut?
it's fruit.
Okay,
Has to be fruit.
I don't know if I've ever seen a date in my entire life. Honest to God, I
What do you
thought I had a
think of-
picture of it, but maybe
Now
I'm thinking of a
confused. I'm
pecan.
like, wait a minute. No, it's definitely a fruit.
Okay,
Dates are fruit, right? Anyway,
probably. I'm not cultured. Go ahead.
then you have you might know this one: rock shrimp tempura with creamy, spicy sauce.
Love it. Little panko
There you
crusted.
go. Little panko crusted rock shrimp.
Love it. I have something similar in mind.
There you go. And then
What else?
This is what I would absolutely choose: grilled elk sliders with caramelized onion jam and roasted garlic aioli.
I would have a plate full of those and the panko crusted.
I'd take all of them, but I would take a lot more of the grilled elk sliders.
Those sliders would.
I'd be like, you
fire.
don't want yours? Let me have those.
Yeah, elk. I've heard elk is a very.
It's not gamey like you think it would
Oh,
be.
see, I heard it was gamey.
Well,
Look at
depends what.
wait, Look how gamey that looks.
It's not. This is moose. There's a flock of moose in. This is when it comes to what I've had. Like, if you ever go to Firebirds, the steakhouse here,
Yeah.
they used to have them. I don't think they have them anymore. They used to have these little elk medallions.
Oh,
They're excellent.
oh, okay.
I mean, it's like. How would I compare it to? I mean, it's not like ribeye or anything like that. It's not distinct like that, but it's like a sirloinish. It might be a little bit tougher depending how it's tenderized, if it is or not. But you can't go wrong.
I feel like I actually may have had that the last
It's
time my wife
excellent.
and I went there.
Oh,
Now
dude.
that I think about it, it came with mashed potatoes. I think. on
There
the
you go.
side. Okay. I get that fantastic slider. Like I would absolutely.
It's steak.
be
Just,
fine with
that's
those.
how I would chalk it up.
Okay. So what do we got for entrees?
First course is going to be yellowfin tuna carpaccio, foie gras. I think that's foie gras is French, so I don't know why I did the Italian thing.
What's
Whatever.
your
Toasted baguette and chives. I don't like that they put chives in this corner. It's just so silly. Like, that's supposed to be like part of it. Chives is just a garnish. Do we need to say that it's on there?
It's a weird. No,
It's just for that. To me,
that's an easy pass for me. That first entree.
yellowfin tuna. You don't like fish?
I do.
What do
I
you got
love
against
fish. It's
fish?
actually a big thing in mine that I have.
Fish
but-
are friends, not food.
right.
Sorry, just watched that movie.
There's another line.
You got little kids. I know you've seen that movie.
Yeah, there's a line we always quote from that too. Oh my gosh, that's gonna drag.
You'll think of it
my
later.
Memory is shot right now.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
main course.
No
Wagyu
eating here
filet
tonight.
mignon, yes, or seared salmon, and then you have traditional Irish champ, whatever the fuck that is. I'm sure it's potatoes. Sautéed Brussels sprouts, glazed carrots with brown butter. Sounds actually all right. Not a big fan of carrots, but I'd eat that. Crispy Vidalia onion rings. So you can get a filet mignon and onion rings, and some carrots, or Brussels sprouts. I mean, he's got a lot of vegetables on that one.
Yeah. Like, are you a steak guy?
1,000%.
Okay, I feel like that's a
Have you
loaded
seen the
question.
freezer in there? Dude, we go to Costco Business Center to get steak.
Do you?
I'll get a whole bunch of steaks. I'll take a couple hours and I'll slice them up myself, vacuum seal them. You know how much money we save? Tons. You should start thinking about
maybe
it.
a hot take. I've never liked steak my entire life, ever since I was a kid.
What?
Like, my wife loves steak. and I'll eat it because she
Why don't
like
you like
will make
steak?
it. I just don't think it tastes good. And it's like I've had what I consider to be like a good steak, and I'm like, oh, this is good.
Did you get a steak from Applebee's
I
or
just
something?
don't think it tastes good. No, and I've gone to steakhouses like Fleming's and Ruth Chris and
Sure.
and ones like that. But it's like I've very rarely
taken
am I
back
ever
by
like
this.
blown away by steak being like, oh, that was so
No
good.
ribeyes have never blown your mind?
No, never. Any cut of meat like that, no.
Really? Mm-hmm. What do you like?
We'll get into it in my menu and my menu thing.
Okay, so then we'll do the dessert real quick. Sticky toffee pudding, vanilla ice cream, and warm toffee sauce.
That sounds amazing. I
And
like
they have
the
a bunch of
salt- the
champagnes in
salty,
here,
sweet.
whatever, or
Oh, yeah.
wines, but I'm not a wine or a champagne guy, so whatever.
All right. So if you let's create our list of
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
appetizers that we would have if we won the Masters and we created our own menu. What
Oh,
would you
shit, I
what
gotta
would you
think
have
like that. Ooh,
what would
what's
you
it?
have on your appetizer list? I have some. I could start with
Oh,
mine
you
if
start
you
with
go
yours.
second.
Start with your appetizers.
If I had won the Masters, which if I ever played one day, I feel like I would have a chance. I think my appetizer list, it would have a mixture of, I would have surf and turf with an Asian zing to it, would kind of be my theme of the whole thing. So I would have some type of like ahi or poke tower, like a tuna tartare tower, like something like that has the raw tuna with the rice, with the avocado, all that in some type of tower. I would have Ono bites. If you've ever been to Hawaii, Ono bites are like a staple, just kind of like a deep fried fish bite out there. I would have some type of like sushi roll
What are
as
you gonna
well.
have for like? What do you consider like? What do you like about sushi? What do you like
I'd have-
sashimi? Do you like actual sushi rolls?
No nigiri, nothing like that. I would have just like your spicy tuna rolls, California roll, just like none of the crazy ones, just more of like your basic tuna rolls.
You're at the Masters and you're
Yeah.
serving all these guys from around the world, and you want to give them a California roll?
Something like that, like something similar. And again, I would want it
Come
to not
on,
be,
dazzle them a little bit. Come on, Evans.
maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just have a very basic palate.
You travel all the
I'd
time.
want
You
some
don't go
type
to
of, like,
random
bang,
places
bang
by
shrimp.
yourself and like, I'm gonna try all this shit.
I guess there'd be no harm in getting like the top of the line rolls, like as the appetizer, like the spider roll, tiger roll,
You gotta get
all
like
that
the
stuff, whatever.
dynamite roll or something like that, or like
I thought it'd be too heavy. Maybe not. Like it as an
hey,
appetizer.
you just start with just put like one on the table, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a table of 4 or 5 guys, and everyone gets 2 or 3, 1 or 2 pieces. No big deal
I
because
think
you have
that's
more
fair.
coming. You know
That's
what I mean?
fair. Yeah, maybe something a little more complex than a spicy tuna
I do
roll.
like that though. I like the idea of that.
Bang bang shrimp. I'd want some type
Oh,
of
yeah.
like firecracker, sweet and spicy, like spicy shrimp in there. Okay, what about you? What about
I would do something that not a lot of people know about. Some people might do it. I just thought about, because you kind of sparked my mind. So if I'm going to do a little slider, but I'm going to do a blue crab hoagie slider, just a little one,
that'd be
right,
so
with a little
fun.
garlic aioli, and it just the Yard House used to make these, and they took them away, and they made a big blue crab hoagie. It's a big one,
Yeah.
but imagine on a little slider, you get that little blue crab, you get that aioli, you get a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt,
Yeah.
ooh, and you get that little crunch from the bun. Oh,
Yeah,
so
dude, Montauk in Scottsdale. You ever been there? It's like just this indoor white. Like it's straight off, like out
Yeah.
of like Nantucket. Like it is the cool, and their crab roll there is so freaking good. Yeah, we've gone there a few times, but yes,
Nice.
I think that is a very, very good pick. Anything else appetizer wise?
Appetizer wise, well, I would also do since you also mentioned the firecracker. I like the sweet and spicy too. I would probably do a shrimp kind of deal, not exactly like the rock shrimp tempura that he's got, but
Really big jumbo raw shrimp kind of.
no, not necessarily. I wouldn't do like like a big shrimp cocktail or something, but I would definitely. Well, I wouldn't do a deep fried one, but I'd definitely do like
Not
a
like
grilled
raw.
one.
Like
I'd
grill-
do,
yeah.
I'd do a
I'm
grilled
sorry,
one.
not like the
you
shrimp
can have
cocktail
raw.
stuff.
It's not that good. Trust me.
No, maybe I'm thinking when I say raw, I mean like
You just want just like
orange, like whatever orange shrimp.
Yeah, whatever
is.
plain-
Sorry,
yeah.
this sounds so
whatever
horrible. Like
whatever
I'm so
plain
primitive
shrimp
right
is.
now.
Whatever. I just get a grilled shrimp
Yeah.
with like a spicy It's got a kick though. It has to have a kick to it.
Sure.
Like you said the firecracker shrimp or something like that.
But you're meaning more of like a I
want it to like punch me in the mouth for a second, but then I want it to be gone.
But you don't want like a buffalo, like a firecracker. You like more of like the spicy. What the hell's the red sauce called that shrimp goes in? You're talking
about cocktail sauce.
Cocktail sauce,
Yeah,
like that.
But that's like horseradish and horseradish. I like that, but I want it to be a little more flair to it. You know what I mean? I like the classic. Don't get me wrong. You do grilled shrimp with some cocktail sauce,
like a chili,
but it's got this like the sweet chili. Yeah, exactly. It's got this little sweet chili to it, but it also got some heat that comes right across it. You're like, whoa. I gotta have more.
When
of
it's hot like that with the cold shrimp, like that's really good. I love that.
All right, you gotta do first course. What do you got now?
So again, I went seafood for a lot of it. So I love
too.
I love
right with you.
Halibut. I love like Chilean sea bass is really good.
And you said it correctly. I like that. Proud of you.
The one thing I was gonna put, maybe this was an appetizer, was like Korean barbecue. Where you're making your own. Like that kind of stuff, and then
you had me at Korean barbecue,
like a Korean barbecue, like beef ribs.
Oh, there you go, little short rib.
Yeah, short. Yeah,
hell yeah.
So that would be kind of that surf and turf with like the Asian zing to it.
I like that.
That would be my go-to.
So what about? And that's your first. What's your first course? Is that
the halibut?
Just the halibut.
Halibut, Chilean sea bass, and then some type of like Korean barbecue with. Some type of ribs, so it'd be those 3-4 things.
If I was doing halibut, I'd do this thing like when I go fishing in Sitka, Alaska, we get halibut, and they do this thing called halibut Olympia. Kingfisher does it, and it's amazing, right? And you wouldn't think so, but they use mayonnaise in this sauce, like a lot of it. Yeah, and they use this, and they put this little panko crust on top of it, or breadcrumbs, whatever they have, and they do this perfect grill of this, it's fresh caught halibut. It's right there. You know what I mean? It's fucking so good. I made it at the house before because they give you the recipe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've made it for me once before. I forget.
You came over a few times where we had a lot of fish, especially when I came home from it. I'm like, all right, we need to eat all this. Let's go.
Because they ship it back to you, dude. I had a buddy who went on a trip like that. His name's Scotty.
I remember. Yeah, Scotty told me this story.
Yeah, dude, they shipped it all back for him, and then they lost power in the fridge in his garage, and he lost all of it. I mean, you're talking
thousands of dollars.
However much I've never seen how much fish you send back, but he said he lost power in it. He lost all the fish in there. I'm like, oh my god,
that's brutal, dude.
So sick.
Because those trips ain't cheap.
so sick.
Yeah, I would definitely do a halibut on yours, but I would go. I'm doing surf and turf. I'm definitely doing Dungeness crab though. 1,000% Dungeness crab. Give me a whole crab.
What is that? Like a
Dungeness crab.
Say it slower.
Dungeness crab.
Describe to me Dungeness crab and how it's different from the crab I'm thinking of right now.
What crab are you thinking of?
I don't know. Just like crab legs. Like
most of those are usually like Alaskan snow crab.
Okay, like snow crab. Okay, so how is that different from a snow crab?
First of all, the meat is way sweeter, right?
Is it like it's a different species of crab?
No, it's just crab. Just the different waters, different. They still, they're just sea bugs, right? Or that's what they are, right?
Okay.
So, but this different waters. They do have Dungeness down in California. I don't know about where they have it, but I know they have it in those waters. They give them the Pacific in the Puget Sound, where I'm from. Obviously, Alaska and stuff like that, all through that part of the world. There's probably other parts.
Just sweeter?
The meat is a lot sweeter. It's better than lobster. It's better than, your soft shell crabs. It's better than all that stuff.
I think lobster's overrated.
I think lobster's...
Is that a hot take?
Hell yeah. Lobster's way overrated. And they overcharge for that shit.
They charge out the ass for it, and then I feel like it's never cooked well either.
No, because it's one of those one meat. It's like one of the ones that if you undercook it, it's awful, and if you overcook it, it's awful.
Rubbery.
And you have a second to get it right.
Yeah, no, not
I hate that. It's hard to cook.
I think the idea lobster is better. I'll take shrimp or crab over lobster any day.
Absolutely, I will take Dungeness over lobster all day.
Scallops. Ooh, scallops are on my appetizer too. Some type of
little pan-seared scallops. Scallops. Pan-seared scallops.
All better than lobster.
A little bit of soy on top of there, and then burn that soy on top. Let it caramelize. Oh, I'm hungry and I just ate.
Let it reduce down.
Yeah. Cooking things.
All right, what about dessert, man?
So dessert, my favorite. I'll go with my favorite dessert. Anything mint chocolate chip. I mean, anything. Just name it mint chocolate chip.
Weird.
That's not weird.
That's the California roll of desserts.
That is not true. I didn't say pralines and dick. I said
So give me what about mint chocolate chip? Like just in a little cup or a glass?
Oh, I mean, anything. Like, you don't like mint and chocolate? You ever had like anything like that? Any combination?
At the Masters. I'm having something more than mint chocolate.
Dude, I win the Masters. They're gonna have.
Okay.
They're gonna have it. You know what? And this is gonna sound crazy. And some people might like this, some people don't. There's this Safeway or Private Selection, whatever, makes this ice cream. It's called Moose Tracks. It's mint chocolate chip, but it's also got little mini peanut butter cups in it, and it's so good.
Oh, see, I didn't know Moose Tracks had mint chocolate chip in it.
Everyone's got their own version of Moose Tracks, right?
Okay.
But I have it in the freezer right now. I'm like, this stuff is so good.
Interesting.
Hey, mint chocolate chip is very, very good.
Okay.
I mean, you can have it in white. I mean, white chocolate, green. I'm sure everyone gets thrown off because there's green.
I think
sometimes.
mint chocolate chip is average at best.
Really?
I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
All right.
It's a fine.
Dazzle me with your brilliance.
No,
What's going on?
No, my dessert. I need to have
Mr. California roll at the Masters.
Warm bread, some type of warm sweet bread with ice cream in some capacity.
So you want a cinnamon roll?
Have you ever been to the Vic down in?
Yeah.
Okay. So they have like a banana bread pudding.
Oh.
And when I tell you this is the best dessert I've ever had, it's just this fluffy, warm banana bread with vanilla ice cream on it and caramel and stuff in it.
Yeah.
It's so freaking good. So something like that I would have. I forget exactly what's in it, but it's their banana bread pudding.
Oh, okay.
Or just it's not even banana bread. It's bread pudding.
It's bread pudding
With ice cream.
I'm going banana bread pudding. That's different.
And then second would be I love cheesecake. So I would have some type of cheesecake.
Overrated.
Like strawberry cheesecake, something like that.
I'm over cheesecake. I think that's one of those overrated things too. I do. I think it's overrated.
Do you?
I think there's a lot. It's versatile. You could do a ton of things with cheesecake, right? Mm-hmm. And I like cheesecake, but I don't care about it.
I love cheesecake. Like late at night, glass of milk, sweating out a bet,
sweating out a bet, stress eating.
Right.
That's all of us, dude.
I just like. Do you know Nardwar at all? He's like the crazy guy who interviews like the rappers, and he knows like crazy shit
I'm
about
sure
them.
I've seen him.
And he had an interview with Future, and he goes, "What kind of cheesecake do you like?" And Future's just high out of his ass, and he's just like,
"All of it.
I like all kinds, just regular." It's just funny. Like he's so high talking about cheesecake. So,
dude. Well,
but yeah, that's
good happy hour for Danny and his Masters.
That was
I
fun.
like it.
That was
good. I forget about the menu thing and all their rules and then all their like perks, right?
Rory's getting flack for not having an Irish enough meal, and he goes,
he lives in America now.
Well, and he
Get
goes,
over it.
he goes, well,
oh, sorry, you don't want any corned beef and cabbage.
Well,
like that's
what he
so
goes.
great.
He goes, well, I want to enjoy the meal, like I want to have a good meal,
right?
And so I kind of took it, like being Irish, I kind of took that person. I'm like, screw you, dude. And then I realized, like, yeah, their food does kind of suck.
Yeah, like what
Irish food is kind of bad.
There's a lot of stuff over in those other countries that's not great. I'm like, okay, guys, like you ever heard of salt and pepper ever?
Yeah, like ranch isn't like a thing over there. I guess like there's no ranch dressing.
Not that that's even
no, but it just goes to show like they don't have like it's very.
Don't get me started on. Yeah, I know. Which I'm like, well, what do you want? He said it right there. I want to enjoy it.
Yeah. What do you? Shepherd's pie. Shepherd's pie.
So foul. It's like just mixed up. Like that's a terrible. That's a terrible dish.
Yeah. All right. What's your happy hour, man?
I forget. Oh no, I'm just kidding. We're gonna stay on the food. So went to the Angels game, right?
Yeah.
This is my happy hour. This is so cool. And I got excited when I saw this, and I was like, oh, that reminds me.
We had to double look what it was. We had to zoom in on it.
You didn't know what it was when I sent it to you?
No. Yeah, we had to zoom in and
I'll put the picture up here of what this. We went to the Angels game and they have this. I don't know who started. Maybe they did. I have no idea. I have this helmet full of nachos. And it wasn't just any nachos. It was like pork chili nachos, and it had like shredded beef on it. It had
a pulled
beans.
chicken on it.
Yeah, it had all sorts of stuff on it. Tons. Guacamole. It had everything.
It had that much stuff on it to where I had to zoom in to see what it was. It doesn't look like nachos.
Because when you look at it, you go,
mountain.
What's on top of this?
Yeah.
But it was very, very good. The whole family. Cameron doesn't like anything, and he ate a lot of it.
You get hungry enough, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You start starving your kids so they can eat. Yeah, they'll like anything. But he loved it. Summer loved it. Oh, it was so good. That's my happy hour. Is like, okay, once we all got back in the car, I was like, this is really, really good. Let's start looking up some other stuff. And then another thing came across my feed when I was at a stoplight. The Texas Rangers have just came out with this thing for this year. It's called the Rally Sombrero. It's a nacho hat, literally a tortilla chip made a sombrero. It's just, I mean, it's big.
And it's
like
edible.
this.
It's an edible hat.
It's an edible hat, and it's filled. Like you can literally take nachos and just
you break off a piece of the
break
hat?
it off the hat and then just eat it.
Oh my gosh!
Dude, put the picture up here. This guy's like doing this. He's getting excited. It's awesome. I was like, that is so cool. And then I started looking up more ballpark stuff when I got home. We all did. We're like, did you know? Like,
That
even,
sounds just
even
gross
at the
to me,
Angels
though.
game, we're like, oh, they made a chicken sandwich, but it had like lime aioli and then like jalapeno slaw, and it had like this like hot honey drizzle on it. And I was like, yeah, we're getting that too.
I mean, it's
like,
one of the best parts about going to a baseball game.
Yes.
Is being able to try like those like just weird ass staple.
So I
foods
did this
that they
thing.
have.
So, and then, of course, when we're looking through all these foods, I'm like, oh, I did this once at the Diamondback Stadium. One time we were on the suite, we were walking through the suite level, and they were handing out like this free ice cream dish, and I was like, oh, let's try it. You know, whatever. It ends up being the actual their churro sundae.
I was gonna say
churro dog
churro,
sundae.
the churro stuff.
I have a picture of me. I'll never find it. I know it's out there somewhere, but I'm like holding it like this, like, and it's little, you know, like it's 2 donuts. Like the swirl donuts, and then it's got a churro in the middle of it, and a bunch of ice cream on top, and a bunch of sprinkles, and a bunch of chocolate sauce,
Cinnamon
and
sugar.
it's just this massive sugar. It's just diabetes on a little tray.
Just a diabetic
It's so
foot
good,
ulcer.
though. It was so good. Now they have it. Now it's a thing you can buy for $27 or whatever.
Yeah, but like I'd rather spend the money on something like that, like the novelty thing, rather than like
I got to keep my
$14 on a hot dog.
Oh,
Like, and I'm
dude.
sure there's some I'm sure there's some crazy.
Have you heard
hot
about
dogs.
the Glizilla?
No.
In the Colorado Rockies,
No.
they have an 18-inch hot dog.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
this big, and it purposely sticks out on the bun like 4 inches either side. It's called Glizilla. It's awesome.
See,
I would eat it. I'm not kidding. I'm like, okay, I'm eating this.
So we need comments on this part of the video where it's like, if your stadium has a staple like that, that's like a unique thing.
I looked up a whole bunch.
Like, I want to know like which ones we need to try and at which stadium. I want to know what they are.
I'm all for it. I want to go to a few more. I mean, like, one, I definitely want to go. I want to get the nacho hat from the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, well, it's
stadium.
got to be something nearby, I guess. Like
True.
anything in LA, San Diego for us, obviously.
Oh, San Diego has this. Hang on, I got a picture. Hang on.
Oh, San Diego fans are just irate right now, screaming.
Yeah, there is. Oh yeah. So San Diego has this s'more pretzel.
Oh my god,
It's a pretzel.
it looks
It's
deep
pretzel
fried.
day. They have a pretzel with just ice cream and chocolate sauce and marshmallow
Looks like
drippings and
some
like
whipped
and
cream
graham
dip
cracker
there.
crust and crumbs all over it. It's phenomenal.
That looks
From what it
good.
looks like. It looks great, right? Check. There's a. I look this. This is why I'm happy about this because this is fucking awesome. The Miami Marlins have one. It's a quesadilla. They call it machete. It's 2 foot long quesadilla. It's massive, dude. I'm not kidding. Look at this thing.
It's a quesadilla that's 2 feet long.
Yeah, look at this.
Is there meat in it? There's got to be.
Oh no, there's everything in it.
Hang on, let's see this. Machete.
Oh yeah, look at this.
Oh my god.
Look at the box it comes in, dude. We'll put everything up here. Oh my god, you guys. Machete. I love that they call it that because that's what it looks
We need
like.
the recipe for that. That
Well,
looks
first of all, you got to make that tortilla because they don't make tortillas that big at the store.
Damn.
I got you. I'll make you one.
Maybe I got to make a smaller one, like a machito. Machito.
Here's one. Here's another one. Check this out. I want this one. Hold on, let me make it a little bit bigger.
Is that a corn dog?
Yes.
I love corn dogs, man.
I love corn dogs too. And this is called the heavy hitter at the Pirates.
Oh, it's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
It's got to have French fries on it and coleslaw. I'm sure that's all Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
coleslaw, French
exactly. Yeah. So that's
Oh, is that really what it has on it?
Yeah. And that's,
Oh, no
and
way.
that's an 18-inch corn dog.
fries. Yeah.
Look at that thing.
Yeah. That's the best part about living in Pittsburgh is they put coleslaw and French fries on everything, and it's the best. I like that is right up my alley.
Oh, I like it too. I like it. Oh, here I got one more. The D-backs. They take me out to the ball game Sunday. So yeah, they have the churro dog, right? Well, now they've got this thing called the Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Dude.
It's got Kit Kats and Nutter Butters and caramel corn and chocolate chunks.
It's got
all this
Nutty
ice cream and
Buddies.
caramel.
I see the Nutty Buddies.
Yeah, you see the Nutty Buddies in the back?
Oh my gosh,
Dude, we'll put all these photos of what I found.
With the
and I
caramel on
want
the
to try
bottom.
all these. We can get that tomorrow if we wanted.
That looks freaking amazing.
Happy hour. Oh, I love food.
That's a good happy hour, bro.
Isn't that fun
Very
though?
good. Yeah.
That
I'd love to try it.
that
just
helmet
to try
full of
'em.
nachos
The
was
helmet-
like, Summer's like, we're getting that.
Yeah.
She
And
saw somebody walk by. She goes, yes. Yes, we need that right now. And I'm not going to argue with the pregnant lady.
Nope.
You get her what she wants.
Nope.
That was awesome. Oh, that's funny. Whiteboards.
Yep.
White boys with whiteboards, everybody. All right, so here's what we do. We're doing our top. Now, we're doing top 3 logos in just one sport or just top 3 logos?
Any professional sports.
Professional sports. Well, we talked about this on the way home.
Oh,
since
did you?
brought this out.
Oh, did
so
you?
on our drive home from California, I was like, all right. And my basically it was just Cameron and I going back and forth the whole time. You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first because I'm trying to remember what my second one was.
So one of my favorites. Oh shit. What am I
So
saying?
4 major sports.
I'm not gonna homer this because I want to
Favorite
pick
logo any point in time.
my honorable mentions will be my homer ones. I love most of the early 70s Mariners. I say early 70s, the late 70s Mariners because it was it 1977.
You're going
70s.
to your number 3 pick.
No, I'm just saying those are my honorable mentions.
No, but like right now, are you just
Yeah, I'm
putting
gonna
your
go. I'm
number
gonna go 3,
pick?
and then I'm gonna say make a 3, Nate. What are we doing? Okay. I wish I could just go like this and like have like an iPad and go like this and just bring it up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can on the.
We'll put it up here. So my first one is going to be the OG Charlotte Hornets.
Oh man,
I love that.
that was my number 2.
That was number 2.
Yeah.
the one with the B doing less with the dribbling.
Yes.
It says Charlotte Hornets. Remember, like anytime I think of a start, that I think of like starter jackets, the hats, the purple, the teal,
The starter jacket, dude. The
Like
starter
anything
jacket.
like that, right?
The
Isn't that
starter
awesome?
jacket. That starter jacket
stick.
back in the early 90s was
right? Bulls, Lakers, Cowboys, Hornets. Miami Heat. I mean, dude. I'm trying to think like the big popular ones. Oh, White Sox.
Magic.
The
Magic had
Magic
one.
were a big one. Oh, dude.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
that was such a good pick,
Oh, yeah.
dude. Yeah, I had that at number 2.
Love it.
My number 3. I mean, those teams too, like Muggsy Bogues was so.
Oh yeah, Larry Johnson, Muggsy Bogues, Grandmama,
Yeah,
Alonzo Mourning, Del Curry.
awesome.
Yep.
My number 3 was
Oh yes,
Toronto Raptors.
Yes, that's Cameron's favorite. One of
the one
Cameron's
with the
favorites.
basketball.
Yeah, the
to
original
me.
Toronto Raptors. Oh, dude, hell yeah.
Yeah, that back when that was really when they had like T-Mac and Vince Carter is kind of how I remember that logo.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was always one of my favorites.
I like that too.
like growing
Hell
up.
yeah.
Yep. All right, you got a number 2. I got to think of a new number 2 now, man.
You ready for number 2? Mm-hmm. I hope you really enjoy this. Chief Wahoo,
That's my number 1.
Cleveland Indians.
That was my number 1.
Dude,
That was my number
bro,
1.
come on. For one, Mariners always had to battle it out with the Indians when we were kids, right? Like in the 90s, right? That was a big thing.
Yeah.
And the Indians had really good teams then.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
my
God, we
favorite.
had your guys' number.
You did. Yeah. And you did. Jesus. You know, this is supposed to be a good show today. Anyway, so I have Chief Wahoo. I have a Chief Wahoo hat. I do. Right? Don't tell my grandfather. He's mad at me. But the Chief Wahoo Cleveland Indians, dude, that was the best. I still think it's great. I still think they should bring it back. Oh, we should show the people. Show the people. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
love
Chief
that.
Wahoo is one of the most iconic.
Oh, absolutely. Dude, Major League made me really like the Indians for no real reason other than the movie's hilarious.
It was
both of them.
Like, yeah.
That's
And
that's
why
probably
we're
my
so
favorite
bummed
baseball movie.
Because not only did they move away from Chief Wahoo when they were still the Indians, they became like the cursive I,
Right.
and then the block C, and
Blah,
then,
blah, blah.
And then they move away from the Guardians, and they move away from the Indians, become the Guardians. Chief Wahoo was the coolest freaking logo
Right?
to have, and he was like your team too. It was,
yeah.
it was the absolute best.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go.
I stole your number 1.
Yeah, that was literally you stole my top 2.
Well, do you take it? Put them on there. Who cares? You don't have to change.
No, I'll just go.
Dude.
The old school Grizzlies logo is one of...
That's my number
Was it? Good. That's what you get.
This is great.
That's what you get.
I love it. Put it up here. That's the OG Vancouver Grizzlies.
It's
That's
the turquoise.
Yep.
It's the bear. It's the ball.
That bear reach out.
I'm trying to think of players that I had affiliate, like Sharif Abdul-Rahim.
Oh, yeah.
Was one I always remember for him, for that team.
Big Country
like
Brown
at that
Reeves,
time.
Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Gosh, I'm trying to think anyone else, and I can't think.
A lot of players went through there.
Abdul-Rahim is really the one I can remember. No, but that logo, if we're talking, that was an honorable mention one that I had.
Oh, so then what's your number one? Or what's your number? So what's your number two now?
I got to think. Did you give your number one? Oh, that was your number one.
That was my number. Well,
okay, so we can do honorable mentions.
I'll say Vancouver Grizzlies. I'll put it down. How do you spell Vancouver?
Vancouver Grizzlies, man.
I can't even figure out how to spell Vancouver.
God, I'll be honest. I forgot they were freaking Vancouver.
Yeah.
How long have they been in Memphis?
I don't know,
like
actually.
15 years?
Probably.
Like 20... Like, it was in the 2000s they moved, right?
Yeah.
Like early,
Had to have been,
like 2000, 2001 maybe?
We don't know nothing, guys.
Like LeBron never played against Vancouver.
No.
Yeah.
Vancouver Grizzlies, baby. Boom, put it up here.
I always loved the colors of like the old Spurs. Like the teal and the hot pink is like my favorite color combination, like the Blue Shacks, that color. So I love them.
Yeah,
old school Utah Jazz.
Old school
with
Utah
like the
Jazz.
music note.
Mm-hmm.
I had one of their hats, like with the purple and the yellow and the green.
Yeah, this is what my son and I were talking about. We were talking about the old school Mariners, like any Trident M, like the one with the star behind it, but also the original Trident M, where it's just like a simple, like the
old school ones are kind of nuts. Like the Padres, the Padres one had like the monk.
The Padres monks. Oh, we talk about the Cincinnati Reds had the Reds guy, the baseball guy. He had like a baseball head.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Almost like Mr. Met kind of.
But then he have like, didn't he have like a mustache? Or did Mr. Met have the mustache? I can't remember. Maybe I'm mixing them up.
Maybe. No, but I think you're right though. I think
Boston
the Reds
Celtics with the old guy with the cane. You know what I mean? The original Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
Not original,
He's not around still.
I don't know if they do that anymore.
The Yankees had an old school one that's kind of, they brought like that top hat back, but it was that like with the bat was cool.
Cameron mentioned that one too. He was like, dude, that's a good one.
The old Buccaneers one was cool.
That was
like,
see, that was going to be my number two. But then I was like, dude, I'm choosing Wahoo
the color
over that
scheme
one.
Was
the
like
color scheme of the
top of
was it 84 to 88, the Orange Crush?
Yeah. And they bring them back for throwbacks every now and then.
That was the Seahawks and Bucks this last year. Seattle.
Did they have the old school ones?
Our 80s ones versus their 80s ones. Beautiful.
Yeah.
The creamsicles.
Yeah, we need some more honorable mentions though. Like again, the comments. Like this is where I feel like people get really passionate about logos and stuff. Old ones.
You're talking about the Padres with the monk. There was
the old Pistons one is great with like the exhaust things with the flames and then like the
that one. Shit, that's when they did it. That's like Grant Hill type.
Yeah,
when they did the horse with the orange hair, like
late
orange
90s,
flaming hair and stuff.
Late 90s. Yep.
Dude, the Miami Heat logo, the original 88 one with the ball that's going through the hoop. I think they still use it a little bit now, but like the original with the red basketball and had flames coming off of it going through it.
Yeah.
Or the original Orlando Magic. I know we talked about it a little bit.
Magic one was great.
The one that had it said Magic and they had the stars behind it like this, like it was rushing through it or something.
I love the Hawks, the old school Hawks one too that had like the silhouette, like the outline of it was the circle, but then it had like the face of the
Dominique Wilkins era.
Wilkins
Hell
days.
yeah.
Like we want to talk about nicknames too. Human Highlight Reel was always one of my favorite nicknames.
Hell yeah. This one came up when we were talking about was one of the original 76ers. The red and blue 76 with the basketball behind it.
Yeah.
That one was
Remember
cool.
that one.
I like that one.
Last
call. What's your last call, Holmes? You want to talk about it? You want to be about it?
Yeah. Who's the guy who's... I forget. We'll post
this guy who's putting
the guy's handle.
He's hilarious.
He's very funny.
I'm glad I saw the video.
He's basically going in on California and how California has been just an absolute dumpster fire when it comes to
it's such
funding.
a beautiful place, but it sucks government wise.
Yeah, the homeless situation. He goes through how much money they've spent or what they could have done with the money they've spent to combat homelessness the past 5 years. It's been like $35 billion.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
Yeah, that and
let's put the dude up here.
Things that have taken less time to accomplish than what they've done with their high-speed rail system.
Oh my God.
In California.
Homelessness and high-speed rail.
Yeah, it's been like, so just to start with the homelessness side of it real quick. So there's 187, according to Google, there's 187,000 homeless people in California. They've spent $35 billion.
Billion with a B.
Over the past 5 years. And so they're saying with that $35 billion, you could have bought every single homeless person in California a mini home.
Yeah, those little 200 square foot deals.
10 times over.
10 times.
So you could have bought every homeless person in California a mini home, 10 of them.
And the land.
35 billion.
That's nuts.
Iceland's entire economy, $35 billion.
Yeah, for real. That's nuts.
You could have given $2,600 a month in rent credits to every single homeless person for 5 years. Or you could have just
for 26. I mean, not a great home in California. Well, maybe depending on where you live, but I mean,
you could have given each homeless person $186,000.
Yeah.
So
Each.
with the amount of money that's been pushed into that and funneled into
That's
that,
crazy, dude.
where's the money going?
They know. They ain't going to tell us. Nothing ever happens.
And then the second part of it is this high-speed rail system, where the whole point of the high-speed rail system, I love the idea. I love the idea of being able, the original, what the original rail system was supposed to be was to connect San Francisco to LA and be able to get there in like 2.5 hours.
It's 2.5 hours?
Is like what the purpose of it was.
That's pretty quick.
I also thought it was supposed to connect LA to Vegas, Vegas to Phoenix, and Phoenix to LA.
Those were ideas. I remember that.
A triangle. This was a project originally started in 2008 and was supposed to be done by 2020.
Oh my God.
It has now been prolonged. And the original budget for it, I want to say was like oh gosh, don't get me wrong here. I want to say it was supposed to be like 30 billion and now it's going to be over like 120 billion, and they have no end in sight. They're hoping by like early 2030
Where's this money going?
Or late 2030. So they're talking about
Israel?
the things that have right. Don't get me started.
I knew it.
But
Triggered.
They were talking about the things that have happened quicker. So they've only been able to connect Folsom to Merced. I believe those are the two cities in California. So they've only made like 32 miles of this track that was supposed to go from San Francisco to LA. They've only made 32 miles of track, which in that time frame, China has made 30,000 miles of track. And they've done that in 15 years.
With their high-speed bullet train. You almost can't see it in real life because it goes so fast.
It's going so so it's like that would have taken them, I want to say like 12 months or however long he mentions in the video. Like they would have created this, in 2 months, I think it was. They would have created that 32-mile stretch that took us all this time to make and all this money. They would have done it in 2 months.
We've done the 101 and the 202 expansion around a whole mountain. That's longer than that, and in less time. Like it was like a year and a half.
iPhone 1 through 17.
Yeah, that's the funny one.
That's my favorite one.
That's a great one.
Yeah, it's just he goes into just
the money is so stupid. It just drives me nuts.
And how much money has been baked into it. It's like California, like just what are we? Where is our money going? It's insane. So dude, that was my last call.
And I know last calls are great, but. And this isn't mine. Just touch base on yours.
No, I remember you saying this before.
Where is all this money going? All this fraud they're uncovering. Nothing happens. Nothing. Nobody goes to jail. Nobody gets in trouble. I guess Tim Walz isn't going to run for governor now again. Oh, that's what he did. Like that's it.
And that's in Minnesota. Gavin Newsom's trying to run for freaking president. He's trying to run for president.
Why?
Because
he has $70 billion. That's why. Because he can do it.
It's so Nick Shirley. Everyone's heard of Nick Shirley by now, uncovering all the fraud. But it's just like
they're going everywhere,
especially after what happened in Minnesota, where it's clear and blatant
in Washington and in California too. And those are all these major Democratic states. All this fraud happens, but nothing happens.
No, so all
they do is report on it. Everyone bitches about it. Nothing happens.
But it's how you know Gavin Newsom's in on it. Is because
they're all on it.
If you're a normal person and you're in charge of a state like that, and this is being brought to light that this is going on under your watch, Nick Shirley mentions it. He goes, the first question that Gavin Newsom should be asking is, how do I help? Hey, Nick, great job doing this. I like for just doing this on your own and going and figuring this out. What can we do to help? Let's meet together. Let's figure out, we'll go through what you discovered and how can I help assist in what we're doing. Instead, he just accuses him of being this deranged conspiracy theorist.
How's that conspiracy theory
painting
for
him out to be like a
uncovering
pedophile,
things?
like he's snooping around our children's schools and stuff. It's like, dude, you're just so
he's using
far.
words as weapons at that point.
He's just trying to deflect and change the whole aura / purpose behind it all. And it's we pay so much money in taxes and
unreal amounts,
and have
if we can
no
hide this
say
kind of
on
money,
where it goes and what it's used for or any way of tracking it. It's just
nothing happens though.
Something's got to change. That's the worst part.
Man. Nothing happens. Absolutely nothing happens.
Absolutely.
And then you had Somalians on TV saying, "Oh, we didn't do this. We need this." No, you fucking don't.
The Boston mayor is
the
one that let me. Like, Boston wouldn't be what it is today. Boston was built by hardworking Somalians or something. I'm just like, and then she threw out the first pitch in one of the games or was honored in one of the Boston games this year, and the crowd booed the hell out of her.
You should.
It's just like, what are we doing, man? Like, what
those types of people live so far up here, they're not in reality where we live.
No, and like with Epstein files and all that shit coming out, man, it's like,
no, we're gonna have World War III instead.
We're going to the moon again. We have World War III popping off, and it's like you just have all these distractions coming up on what they're doing.
They're all involved in this. I'm with Eddie Bravo on this one. They're going to do everything and anything they can.
Yep.
They'll destroy the economy. They'll destroy them.
They would rather be World War III than go to jail.
Way rather have that.
Yep.
They'd rather never uncover the Epstein files and no one get arrested, no one go to jail, nobody nothing, not lose their seat, not lose their constituent seats, none of that stuff. They'd rather stay wherever they are and try to get through these other crises that they're creating. Nobody else is. And actually have accountability, and then they want to preach accountability.
Yep.
It's just, don't get me started. This is insane.
No,
but
it's so
nothing's ever going to happen, and we're all just suckers. That's all we are at the end of the day.
Who's Batman's butler's name? What's his name?
Alfred.
Yeah, Alfred. Alfred said it. He goes, some people just want to see the world burn.
Absolutely.
And that's these people would rather see the world burn than their dirty laundry. Because they can watch it
from their lazy boy.
Than their dirty laundry come to light. They know that if this is going on over here, they can't possibly be.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, priorities of what they need to go after.
It's just stupid. Yeah,
that's it. So that's my last call.
My last. That's good. We could go on a whole new pod for that.
Yep.
My last call is somewhat more of where you're not the government, but more bad character, right? Bad characters in the hobby. And what I mean by the hobby is like the cards and the memorabilia and all those kinds of things. There's lots of there's a couple of guys you can follow. We'll put them up here that you can go into. They're very good and very versed in the research and all that kind of stuff that find the bad guys. We have a lot of platforms now with the hobby. Everyone wants to do the live auctioning, right? They do it really fast, whatnot, and eBay does it, and Fanatics does it, and all that stuff, right? But there's a lot of bad characters out there, and more I'm seeing is kids being scammed or people overpaying for cards that aren't really good cards. Or
give me an example of a scam.
So there's this is one they did a giveaway the other day for, if you don't know what downtowns are, but Panini Don Russ makes a card called Downtown. It's a chase card, right?
Like sparkly. It's like a sparkly silver background.
Yeah. And there's some that, like there's one that's like Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, and there's like a Saquon Barkley, and then there's like a Lamar Jackson. There's like
Steph
there's
Curry.
A whole bunch of the NBA has it, NFL has it, and the NFL ones I think are the bigger chase ones.
Okay.
And a lot of them, you get them graded, they're worth a lot of money. Well, one guy decided he wanted to put it out on his, I think it was the Fanatics platform, the live auctioning. And he put it out there and he said, hey, this is a giveaway and we're going to give away. And I think it was, I want to say it was the Cincinnati Bengals. So it might've been, I don't remember the players, if it was Joe Burrow and the head coach, or if it was Jamar and Joe. So it was worth a few $100 raw, right? Okay. So they announce the guy on the deal who won it, because they do a giveaway and they just randomly draw whoever's watching the thing, right? Whatnot does this, a couple other things, eBay do it. Yeah. And the guy picks the guy and he goes, hey, congratulations, you won the giveaway. And they gave away this Downtown card, which is crazy to give away, really. It's because it's an expensive card, you know, any of them are. And so time goes by, the guy goes, hey, I bought other cards. I'm a trading card guy online too. I want to make sure that, this is coming. And he's been trying to email this guy. he emails him like once or twice. The guy does respond back. Oh, hey, sorry, we usually try to get back within 48 hours, but this
Trying to track down the downtown card. He just never got it, or
dude, this guy never got it.
Okay.
The other guy, then he stopped answering, and that's it. Nothing happens. And all it is like guys like myself that are on platforms saying, watch out for this asshole. And then you got other people doing it too. Like, oh, here's another, scammer, and they try to
trying to get traffic,
put
to
it
their
out there,
sites, right? Get traffic to their platforms.
And that's what he's trying to do is he's trying to give away something that he shouldn't be giving away. Don't do that. One. And then now you get someone hyped up and then they buy a bunch of cards to help your business. And then you don't get the card that you were offered because you offered it, not me. And then you ignore everybody, and then you still have a platform. My biggest gripe is like, this is just one small example. There's some really bad characters out there.
I've seen guys going through cards that are on the shelf at a store and like puncturing holes.
I've seen that too
in the cards.
Or guys are taking their little gram weight deals.
Yeah.
And like, these are like grown ass men. And they're going and weighing packs, Pokemon or, whatever, mega packs or boxes, or, and they're just weighing it out like a Target standing there. Or even other assholes that do this. There's, people wait for Walmart or Target or any kind of retail restock. And they wait until those people, the kid, some stock kid comes out and he's got a big tub of stuff that he's got to put on the shelf. And, it says like limit, per customer, whatever. But guess what happens? These grown ass men take everything off the shelves, and there's a mom and a dad with a child saying, hey, we're trying to get a birthday gift for him, or hey, we're going to get birthday gifts for a friend that he's got a birthday go with. And they just want cards. They just want to enjoy the hobby like everybody else. But you get these grown ass men that act like assholes to everybody. And there's tons of videos of stuff everywhere. Yeah. My biggest thing is like, I know I can keep going on. I just can't. I want to enjoy the hobby like my sons and I are. Even Summer's enjoying it too. And we see this stuff. We get catch wind of it, and I'm like, it gets turned off.
Yeah,
and we don't want to deal with it.
It's just it turns a kid's hobby into you monetize it. It's all about money.
It's just money,
unfortunately,
and it doesn't make sense.
No, and it's like
it sucks.
It really does. It just goes to show, like there's nothing that can just remain pure and
nothing
and good natured anymore.
Nope.
They find ways to monetize it and turn profits off it. It's just and just ruin it for other people. Like I said, the guy going in and just damaging packs, putting finger marks like I don't know what he's doing it for. No. But it's like I get mad watched because I don't collect cards, but I'm just like,
but you see it
again.
Like, what the
think about the kids and the guys sitting there filming. I'm like, what are you like? You're busted. Like I'm filming you doing this, and the guy's like, got to do what you got to do, or like I'm not doing anything wrong. It's like, dude, and they say you may be feeling for like packs that have like inserts in them, or like sometimes they have like jerseys,
whatever they think they're doing,
or whatever, So or maybe just ruining. Maybe he's got a really good card and he's trying to ruin every other pack out there to decrease the supply so the value
there's
goes
that
up,
too.
Whatever,
there's all sorts of bad things like that.
Yeah.
It just sucks to see any of this stuff, the deceit that comes with all of this.
Yep.
The people
evil, man.
They have those live auctions and they have these breaks, right? They have tons of breaks. These breakers say, you buy in, your team's the Browns, right? And you're looking for Sanders, and you're looking for old Baker Mayfield stuff.
Not by choice.
Maybe, yeah. But
I was born into this.
You're looking for these chase cards that are Browns. So you go into a break, and you're like, you get anything that comes out of these boxes that we're buying, and you pay $150, and whatever Browns cards come out of there, you get. Right?
I've seen them see cards and then like pretend they don't see it and keep shuffling.
And then they say, oh, hey, you got this, we got this. And they're like, oh, you know what? Must have got lost in the mail. They never shipped it, dude.
Yeah. See, that's the worst.
And that happens.
That's freaking crazy.
And eBay, and you know what? One of the worst things is eBay is all about the buyer, not the seller at all. They don't give a fuck about it. So they want to take all your money, and then when the buyer buys your card and it went to their house and it says delivered, and this happens, and it's already happened to me a few times where I just sell something I don't really care for, but I want to sell and make a little bit of cash. They say they don't have it. When it says it got delivered, I was like, oh, never got it. Or I got
FedEx has got a picture of it on their doorstep.
Yeah, and then they never got it. And then eBay goes, sorry, you owe that guy $300. I'm like, no. Or they hold your money and then they don't let you have it. And he's got the card and he gets his money. Yeah. And I don't got nothing. I don't have the card anymore.
It's just...
And that happens a lot.
I can't even imagine, man. That's wild.
I could keep going.
Let's just get you worked up for the end of the night.
Well, that was good.
Yeah, man.
Not a bad one.
Good episode.
Good episode. They're all good episodes. It has us in it, dude.
I wonder how much... I mean, that was probably...
It was good enough.
Yeah. Hour and a half.
I'll cut it down.
Love it. All right, man. Hey, Happy Masters Week.
Happy Masters Week, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the week. Also, like, comment, subscribe. Do all those fun things that we have you to do. Obviously, we're two guys who know nothing about everything. Tell us what we're doing wrong, but also tell us what we're doing right, boys and girls. You guys have fun. Danny? Send us out, man.
Peace. My back hurts.
Hit the music. Rory sucks.